Alright, welcome back to another post-market review. So, starting off today, this will be kind of quick. Took no trades today, so a no trade day, but I'll be going through how still the bias today was correct, but there was just no setup to execute on. So on the daily, nothing really much here on the daily. We traded into this external range liquidity here. And then we disrespected that new week opening gap and pushed to the upside on that yesterday on the trade I missed. So overall, the kind of outlook was more bullish on the high time frames because we disrespected that new week opening gap, and that was our internal range liquidity. So I was expecting more higher prices, I would say. On the 6 hour, we had this previous week low SMT delivering, and we can see that we pushed past new week opening gap here. But at the top here, we now formed a previous week high SMT with YM closing above this candle's body, creating a hidden SMT, also taking out previous week high, where NQ and ES did not take it out. And then we moved to the 90-minute chart. On the 90-minute chart, we also had a previous day high SMT. And YM never closed above previous day high, while NQ and ES did. So today I was looking for short-term sells into where, well, the most obvious point was this big inefficiency, this big gap on the 90-minute chart. So that was going to be kind of like my target, and then when we got into here, maybe I'd be very cautious or trail up subs very aggressively, because I was overall, with this huge move to the upside, we could expect price to just dip down into this fair value gap and then continue higher from there. So dropping down, we didn't have any previous session high SMT. No, we didn't have a previous session high SMT. And then this was the only low time frame SMT we had. So this one was a bit of an odd one. This was right at the open. This green arrow is pointing to the 9:30 a.m. candle on each one of the assets. So on the 9:30 candle, YM shot up and it was decoupled to ES and NQ, and it created a previous 90-minute high SMT, so a 5-minute SMT. But the weird thing is that NQ and ES have been delivering bearishly since like 8 a.m. Just like grinding low, and then 9:30 a.m. candle, there was no kind of manipulation nor change in the state of delivery, just a stronger candle to the downside. So I didn't execute on this because normally what I like to see is, for there to be a manipulation, at least on one of the assets, but then a kind of a change in the state of delivery, and like this candle here, I like to see at least buyers kind of get trapped with this big displacement candle, but nothing happened here, so it was a bit of a unclear entry for me, so I decided to not take it. Also because let me see, I don't think there was that much risk to reward to the right at the start of the target that I was thinking of taking it towards. Yeah, so this little black line is where that 90-minute fair value gap starts. Whoops. Here. And it was just really close. I didn't even know where I'd put my stop. Swing high. Yeah, it was just a bit unclear to me, and my target was really close by, so I decided to not take it. Well, what ended up happening was we didn't really have a retrace. We had more so a reversal, and we reclaimed this new week opening gap. First of all, we disrespected it yesterday, and then now we crashed down through it again. So I would say price is looking quite bearish right now. I'd probably continue to look for lower prices. So yeah, that's kind of the outlook on the day. No real trades. Had a outlook for there to be a retracement play into this gap, because I could see price move high from here, but we just disrespected that and price completely fell through. So yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings. Alright, see ya.